everybody. Welcome back to Prison Architect. Here we are inside our Women's Federal Correctional Institute of Upper State New York, as usual. Once again, I should say as well. And things are going pretty swell for a change. It's actually kind of working. We've done a lot of chopping and changing. Last episode, we started building Death Row. We spent all of our money building our new Death Row, which was expensive. It turns out we don't even have Death Row researched yet, but we're going to work on that as well and continue to run this prison the way it should be run for the sake of all of these ladies, and also, Jesus Christ. Are we... Okay, well, we were without money at one point, and now, even more so now, we are without money, because look at how much money we just spent on tasers. Holy crap. In the next hour, we're going to have 3 minimum security prisoners turning up, which is going to be really good. It looks like we've got some sort of altercation here in Max Sec. Vivian Pennington, a 37-year-old inmate, has decided to have a mini protest inside of her cell. She's trashed her bed, her toilet, and everything. And now, it looks like Greaser down here is following suit. And she's just been tased. Would anyone else like to be tased? It looks like yes. Okay, London Taylor, a 19-year-old supermodel who is inside this jail for some reason, also decided to just wail away on her shower head. And now she's going to pay the price, the iron price, which of course means that she's just going to go to solitary confinement. She's not actually going to die, okay? Like, the iron price, if you watch Game of Thrones, means that you have to die. But not in this jail. It's just a figure of speech, okay? It's just to describe something that's not entirely... great, but is going to happen. The jail is looking dirty. It's looking a little bit dirty. Let's see, how many janitors do we currently have 10 janitors, okay? These guys are doing all sorts of stuff around the prison. The prison is getting even bigger than ever before, and they're having to run around, and then they're having to get stuff for the laundry, take it to the laundry. They have to mop all day long and mop while they sing the song. And you know what? It's starting to take its toll. I feel like maybe we need a couple more janitors. Hilariously, we don't have enough money because we're in the hole, so we can't get some more janitors. But we are raking in $3,305 a day. But unfortunately, we're in the hole, $2,988. What was the last time we took out a loan? Did we even take out a loan? We only own 80% of our prison. Gosh darn, holy shit. I guess we've taken, what, 2? Taken 2 loans. The prison itself is worth $590,000. I mean, if we sold this bad boy right now, we'd be laughing all the way to the bank, and we would be set for maybe a year or two, given our spending habits and the, crippling drug addiction and it wouldn't be so bad if the drugs were like, marijuana or something. It's like pretty cheap stuff, but unfortunately, we're like really addicted to designer cocaine that we only buy from like London Taylor's talent agent as well, and it's laced with like chemo and stuff like that. So unfortunately, that shit costs a lot. Like, just a little bit of it costs like $100 a go, and we're on like a $600 a day habit, which is, it mounts up after a while. If you can imagine, $600 a day, just doing some rough math on a napkin here, adds up to about $5 million a year. So, we'd have to get the prison into a state where it's worth even more. Wow, holy crap, look at that. 2 early releases, and we're back in business, baby. That's right, $1,730 in the bank. We got a ways to go, though. It's going to cost $10,000 to research Death Row. Once the ladies are coming into Death Row, though, it's going to be sweet. Like, the turnover is great. $10,000 per execution. I mean, if we could get an execution per day, or maybe even 2 if we're lucky, I feel like, holy crap, that's going to be nuts. Like, that is going to be super duper nuts. What's the capacity for a Death Row? It's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 people. So I don't see why we couldn't do like 2 a day. We're just going to have to reach out to the powers that be out there in the wonderful state of New York and say, you know what? We've got the space. If you want to start executing people, we can handle it, okay? We're a volume operation. You send us the ladies, we'll fry them up, and then you can give us $10,000 per fry, and then that'll be great. I think that would be actually really great. In a video game. Maybe not so much in real life. But you never know. Visitation doesn't seem to be too overtaxed. I think it's probably fine the way it is. It's currently shared by everybody in the entire jail. It's one of the only places now where max sec and min sec and normal sec collide, which isn't too bad. It looks like, you know, Kira Pennick here is just heading back to max sec now. She has no business being anywhere else in the jail, so she's just going to head back after her visitation. Whoops. Looks like she changed her mind. Looks like she's just going to have a quick stroll around and possibly go to... Oh, a classroom, I see. Everybody is able to come to the classroom, including Katringa Nolan, who currently is with a child inside the classroom. That must be interesting for the other people trying to learn. The baby's probably just like screaming its balls off, and everybody's like, God damn, Katringa, I'm trying to learn about the birds and the bees here, and you know what? This isn't working out. Your baby just keeps crying all the time. Can you please give that baby a soother or something so that we can stop this disgusting charade? Oh god, it's $500 per janitor. Where's our... Oh, you know what? You know why the place is in such a state? We got rid of the cleaning cupboard, didn't we? God damn, we got rid of this cleaning cupboard. The cleaning cupboard was saving our bacon big time. So we have 2 psychologists, one of which is doing... Well, it looks like nothing, actually. This one is just, like, hanging around here. He's carrying his staff keys, tired. Apparently, he's teaching. I don't see how that's actually happening at all. Okay, let's just take a look at these programs quickly. Programs. We have behavioral therapy. We have 2 sessions of behavioral therapy happening. There's 16 in the queue. I guess we kind of need both psychologists. One psychologist gets a much bigger room than the other. It's a little bit unfair, and I would probably be tempted to call bullshit there, but it is happening. Okay, so Max Sec have their own cleaning cupboard, which is great because they can clean this area, and hopefully maybe they can come in here and clean this area as well. Do we have people working in there? No, we don't. And why is that? It's because there's no freaking door here. What happened to this door? No wonder that nothing's getting clean. We could have some jobs here. The chief, what do you want? We've just discovered that one of the teachers we bring in for the inmates' classes has been smuggling in huge amounts of contraband. They've been fired, but the damage has been done at this point. Oh, god damn it. Alright, we better find this contraband, okay? We're doing a shakedown. We've just had word that a teacher's been smuggling in all sorts of dope, giving it to the girls in here, and we're gonna have to find out where this dope is being stored. We're doing a shakedown once again. Seems like we're doing one of these like every goddamn day now. It's nuts, okay? And in the meantime, let's put these prisoners to work as well. They can do some mopping. They can get into these shared areas, no problem. They can at least mop up Max Sec, which kind of needs it actually. Like Max Sec is just a bit of a write-off actually. You know what I'm thinking of doing as well? Once we have a little bit more money, we have 9 grand right now, which is fantastic. We're gonna expand this all the way down here. Like we're gonna expand out normal sec. We're not accepting max sec prisoners in. I don't think max sec needs to be as big as it is. It's like very, very big for what it is right now. Really, max sec is just there for death row clemency, like if the people get off and they have to go into max sec. And if people in normal sec and min sec are extraordinarily bad, and then they end up going to max sec as well. I mean, the current population in max sec, we have a capacity for 32. We have 28 prisoners in max sec. That's pretty nuts, actually. I bet you none of them are even remotely close to getting parole or getting out of here. So it may be that they just rot in here forever. But with some careful replanning, I think that max sec could be like a little bit better. Because right now there's a lot of wasted space. The kitchen was moved. Look at the super kitchen. Look at how busy these people are. It's nuts. Look at all the chefs go. They're just like cooking up like all sorts of fantastic stews and guacamole surprise and fucking holy shit. That's one thing I bet you all these ladies are looking forward to is just like a healthy serving of guacamole surprise. Don't ask me what the surprise portion is. It is just normal guacamole, but there's like some surprise element to it, and I'm not sure what the surprise element is, and maybe we'll never know. And you know, maybe that's for the best, actually, come to think of it. All right, so we have some money now. We can afford to do some more stuff in our death row, which I guess we'll do because this is what we're currently working on. It would be nice to get this up and running realistically. So let's spend a little bit of money getting stuff in the... Fuck me. Holy shit. Alright, well, it looks like this shakedown was totally worth it because somebody was trying to tunnel out of here. We're gonna have to remove these tunnels. Lickety-split. Looked like a pretty big one as well, actually. Looks like we found the pickaxe, luckily, as well. Holy crap, look at this. This one was going, like, all the way up. Look, we could have had, like, a mass escape on our hands. Luckily, we did this shakedown. Jesus Christ. Okay, while they're dealing with that, then, let's get this stuff sorted out here, too. We got all sorts of, like, little death row cells here that we're gonna have to make up as well. But that's probably fine. We're gonna have to get the chair in there. The chair is gonna cost, like, 5 grand at least. So we're gonna get the rest of, like, the infrastructure in, and then we'll get the chair. We're gonna need a couple of capacitors here, too. To get going, but that's another thing that's fine for now. It can just wait. I wonder how these people are gonna feel when they're just having like their morning guacamole surprise. You know, they're just chilling and they know that just across the way, guess what? People are serving some the hardest of time, and probably also getting executed as well. Like that would be nuts to think about, wouldn't it? Let's get this door control system connected to here. I did say that we were going to have like our own little security suite here for death row, and I think that that is still going to stand actually. So let's do that. We'll get the door control system in here. We'll get somebody working in here as well. That would be nice. And then what else can we have? We can make this a staff room. So actually we could just put like room, staff room. This can be just like a little mini staff room, but it's not going to have like anywhere to eat, but it's just going to be a place whereby these guys can live, love, and go to the toilet every once in a while as well. I think that'll be good for them. They're going to need a wide sofa here to rest on as well after they've done the door stuff. Maybe let's give them a little TV as well that they can watch. We'll put it like right here. And then also they're going to need a drinks machine inside here as well. It's just going to be a nice little look at this guy's already doing it. Look, he's working. Working on resting, I should say. Okay, that's really good. Okay, so we want to disconnect this actually. So we want to disconnect. We want to clear this connection, right? So how do I actually clear a connection? I can clear the connections on this one, and I think that should work. Okay, let's see. So if I connect, yes, okay, that's done. So now we can say connect this one to here. Okay, perfect. And then we can have this connected up to here as well, and then that should be pretty nice. We're gonna also have to plumb this toilet, of course, too, which shouldn't be a problem. We have some plumbing here, so that's nice. We can just put some pipes there. Of course, we're gonna have to send some plumbing up into here as well. Are you stuck? He is. He's just stuck. Look, he's tired and he can't get through, and he's not sure what's going on, and he's confused. God damn. I wish that these guys could take better care of themselves. Maybe this little staff room is just gonna be like the trump card. It's just gonna like get us out of like a million binds. That would be nice. Whoa, 10 grand. Holy crap. All right, we're ready to buy an electric chair, it turns out then. And we're also ready to make this oh no, we're not ready. Of course we're not ready, because you know what? Lionel Hutz has not researched death row. Okay, we got 10 grand. Get on it, Lionel. Okay, we've just spent the 10 grand that we saved up this entire episode on researching death row. But it's going to be worth it, right? It's going to be totally worth it. Okay, let's connect this up. It's already connected. We just need somebody to come and work here now. It's got the staff room all ready to go. Can we get some concrete floor in here? It looks like we've already got some concrete floor. That's fine. Okay, let's get some concrete tiles here, because these people are going to have to come out here, walk on here. And the shakedown is almost complete. Nice. We found 4 pickaxes somehow, 2 power drills, 2 cell phones, 3 saws, 2 pairs of scissors, a syringe filled with drugs. Honestly, these people just are hell-bent on killing themselves, it feels like. It's crazy. We're missing 2 more searches before the shakedown is complete. And I don't know where it is. Sometimes this bugs out. Sometimes there's like a little box that nobody can search, and then other times it's like some other crap. I'm not sure. I don't see anything flashing. I'm not sure where the last like thing to look at is. You know what? Maybe we'll never know. Okay, so death row is not ready. This is definitely going to be staff only in here, but the rest of this will be death row, and the rest of this stuff here is fine the way it is. My God, look at what is this guy doing in here? Exactly. Like, I know he's doing like some reform programs and teaching, but like, does he have to just smear shit all over his office as well? Because that's really gross. Like, good grief. Nobody's gonna want to go in there and get like any sort of help or whatever, because that guy is just all over the place, insane. Like, he's just nuts. I don't know why he's having so many dirty protests on his own. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, so we've got that servo. We're gonna get that set up. That's gonna let us into the execution chamber when we have a lady who's gonna be ready to be executed. Kind of unbelievable to think that at long last, I mean, I've streamed this game quite a bit and I've executed a couple of people on stream, but on a YouTube video, I have never executed a single inmate. And to add to that, it's going to be a female prisoner who gets executed as well. Like, I know that like death row exists for females as well as males. This is definitely a thing. I don't know if you remember what's her face. It was the monster movie with Charlize Theron. You know, she was Eileen something. Do you remember she killed all those men in Florida? She was like a traveling prostitute, but she had like some psychological issues, and she ended up killing like, it was like 10 or 12 men or something like that. It was insane. She was executed, but she's the only female I know of that's actually ever been executed. I'm sure more have been. But that one is like the most high-profile one I know about, and in fact, the only one that I know about, because I'm a bit of a Philistine. I don't really know much about this stuff, but it just goes to show that it can happen to ladies as well as men. Okay, it's definitely a thing. I feel like I want to change this around a little bit. Look, I want to get rid of these doors. I don't think we need actual doors in these canteens. I think we can dismantle these doors, and I think we can just put the metal detectors like right in the doorways. That is a thing that works in this game for the most part. Like, not all the time, but it definitely does. Are things looking a little bit cleaner? They are looking a little bit cleaner. I think we could still do with like a little bit more mopping. Maybe like maybe we could get another cleaning cupboard set up somewhere, but I'm not sure where. I mean, maybe we could just get one like set up in here and then just get a whole bunch of like min and normsec people working in here. Just have it like as a shared one. That could be a thing. Of course, we don't have any money, so we can't really do it right now, but it's on the list of things to do, okay? There's a lot of things to do. The list is big and it's growing every day, but hopefully the to-do list will start trimming down eventually. How are we doing with grants? Cell block D, carpentry apprenticeship, we're still nowhere with that one. We have to produce 10 superior beds. By the looks of it, we've produced none. We do have forestry down here, so we do have the materials and the wood and stuff, but I guess the people that are potentially qualified for this just aren't doing it. We have 3 interested and qualified, 3 finished, but 0 passed. Oh, that's why. Okay, I see. So when is this happening? When's that actually happening? Carpentry prints from 12 until 2. Now, do we have anyone stationed in here between 12 and 2? Because that helps. Whoops. 12 until 2. No, we don't. Okay, so we definitely want somebody in here on this one. Probably on this one too. Okay, I think if there's a guard patrolling around in the workshop, it cuts down on the amount of contraband, but also it helps people learn better. It gives them some pressure, I suppose. Maybe the guard just says like, quit clowning around, Sorsby, and fucking, you know, do that shit. Where the fuck are the metal detectors? Am I blind? Like, I'm looking here and I do not see the metal detectors anywhere. Like, okay, it's because they were like buried down here. Okay, let's get these metal detectors in here again. Good. I'm not sure why they're buried all the way down there. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, usually they're on the first page, but whatever. Okay, we'll get the metal detectors back in and fix that up. Make it look real nice. Just so happens we have a whole bunch of spare metal detectors in the storage area. They're old ones. They probably give you some sort of like radiation when you pass through them, but they're the only ones that we have, and they're the only ones that we can afford on our current budget, okay? It's like we could get like new state-of-the-art ones in, but we'd have to sell the prison first, rebuild it from scratch, and then we would have like all of the new fancy, new fandangled stuff. And that looks better, doesn't it? Fuck, that looks so much better. Okay, great. So what time is it right now? It's currently 1 in the morning. There's not really going to be any cash influx coming in the night because nobody's doing parole hearings in the night. We have currently 30 prisoners up for parole, which is absolutely insane. Parole hearing. 32 in the queue, 180 have finished, and 117 have passed. Okay, we're doing a nice session from 2 until 6 p.m. We could probably do another one from 6 until 10 as well to start clearing out this queue. Look we've got like a whole bunch of people queued up to do these tomorrow. So hopefully we'll make even more money. Let's see how Lionel Hutz is doing here. 17 hours left to go before death row is actually researched. That's not too bad. It's something that he has to really put his mind to. He's got to put a lot of ideas down on paper. How best we can execute the ladies. What's the most like efficient way of executing them? Can we get like, you know, chairs and stuff in here for the families and the relatives of the, not only the victims, but the perpetrators as well? Are we going to be able to afford the nice hardwood floor inside the execution chamber? Or are we going to just stick with concrete? These are all things Lionel has to sort out, okay? It's a hard job. It taxes him to the max, but luckily he's got a nice staff room to go to when all is said and done. He can sit down here and he can have a nice meal and he can take a nice dump and he can sit down and watch TV. This staff room looks fantastic, doesn't it? It looks so good. I like with the kitchen tiles and stuff as well. It looks kind of realistic, doesn't it? Look, all these guys are coming in and eating their bananas and stuff. This guy's just eating 3 bags of potato chips for lunch. Why not? I mean, who says you got to be healthy inside a jail, right? Like, you're already doing like one of the hardest jobs in the whole world. You might as well just eat a ton of potato chips and enjoy yourself a little bit, because why the hell not? Fuck me. Is it normal to have this many laundry baskets inside the laundry room? Like, I don't remember buying this many. There's a fucking ton of them. Holy shit. Like, are some of them not needed? Can we just get rid of a couple of them? I mean, shit me. We don't even have enough people working in here to use this many baskets. Did I actually buy this many baskets? There's no way I did, right? Okay, let's dump a couple of them at least then. We're gonna dismantle and hang on to them, or should we just dump some of them? Let's just dump like a couple of these as well. Like, we do not need like more stuff. The storage area is already terrible. They haven't labeled up the boxes and we don't have any sort of serial code system to go by. So like a lot of the stuff that ends up in here is just like, nobody knows what it is and everybody's too scared to open the box in case the boogeyman comes out and stuff. So it's just left there. And it is exactly, like, I keep saying this, but it reminds me every time I see it of that scene from Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, when they put the Ark of the Covenant into that box in that warehouse. But the power of Hitler burns so hot and true that it, like, you know, burns a hole on the side of the box? Or is it because it had like the symbol of like the German army who were like evil at the time and it's like a holy relic, so that's why it was able to burn it? I'm not sure. Okay, I didn't look too much into it. I'm sure it was something like that. Maybe I'm wrong, totally wrong. Correct me if I am wrong, okay? Let me know. Maybe leave a comment or something to say, Sips, you're fucking stupid. That's nothing to do with it. Or on the other hand, maybe leave a comment to say, Sips, you're a genius. I never even thought about it that way. Because actually, I'd never seen the movie before. Either way, I mean, you let me know. That would be great. All right, well, look it. A lot of waffling this episode. A little bit of progress. We fixed like a couple of things. We got some stuff sorted out, I guess. Like, we're getting there now with Death Row, but it's slow going because we have no money and we ran out of money. But at least it's being researched now, right? That was the big hurdle. It was saving up that 10 grand for the research. Now that it's being researched, we're home free. We're gonna do a whole bunch of parole meetings tomorrow. We're gonna get a lot of ladies off the hook, out of here. We're gonna make some money off of it, and then hopefully we're gonna populate our new Death Row wing and make a bit more money, and then we can move on with some other projects as well. This jail is getting big, isn't it? It is a very big jail. But it is working fairly well, too. There haven't been any escapes recently. There haven't even really been any deaths recently as well. Touch wood. We don't want to jinx it. But so far, so good. It's looking good. Great. All right. Well, as usual, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.